Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's the final season. I'm so glad we've had this time together. I don't know which year it is, Carol. Carol Burnett, comic genius. Tell me. It's bittersweet. It's so fun to be back and to see everybody and to be in our, Jenna gear and playing all these brilliant scenes. But I think every time now that we do a scene, it feels like, oh, that might be the last time we do that. And so it definitely is bittersweet. It's still so much fun. And I have to say it, like the first few read throughs that we've had, the scripts have been so funny and right on the mark and right on the pulse of what's happening in the world. And you're just like, why are we finishing up? We're still doing it. So it'll be very sad in December. I think I'm sort of pretending to be in a little denial, like I'm going to wake up and someone's going to say that we're going to keep going. But yeah, I think it's done. I think Jenna has developed in the fact that she's able to have a real relationship, in her own wacky sort of way, that she's engaged to an impersonator of herself. But yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna see Jenna go to the next stage and be in a real relationship, and take it after her sexual walkabout, take it a step further. And it's been kind of fun because on our first, I think the actual first day of filming, Jack Burdett, one of our executive producers and greatest writers, tweeted a picture of Tina and I filming on the set, and then sort of everyone got excited that maybe it was Jenna's bachelorette party. And so I think a lot of big moments will be happening for all the characters in our final season. And it's kind of nice to see the characters still be at their essence, who they are the whole time, because that's what we love about them, their self-centeredness, or their craziness and all the things that are Jenna, but also that they're growing and developing in their lives together. I think probably some of my favorite moments have been more for probably her musical moments, like Muffin Top, I think has endured as a classic in Jenna's own mind. And all of Jenna's sort of brushes with fame, where she thinks she's, my favorite sort of setup and for Jenna is that she thinks she's finally getting to the next level, and then it's she's right back where she was, or even lower than before. So I always find that sort of a classic setup. There's been so many great moments for Jenna that I love, but I kind of feel like there's been certain days here filming with all of us that stand out. Certainly filming the whole Kidney Now thing was one of my favorite experiences we've had here. Having all of these great people show up, and all of our staff and family and friends were in the audience, the faux audience, but our real audience, and it was just one of those great events that day. And particularly some of my favorite experiences have been the live shows. I had never, not coming from the world of SNL, and I had not experienced being on the famed Studio 8H until we did our first live show, and the adrenaline rush was so incredible. I was so in awe and jealous of the people that get to be on SNL like every week, because it was such a buzz and such a thrill. I loved it. And so those days and those weeks, actually, because it's sort of a week experience that we all share, is such an ensemble shared experience that I think those are the days where we really feel that we are just like we're a great group of people all working together. And on those weeks, from everybody involved, from every department, when we go live, everyone has to really be at their game for everybody else. And I love that. I've come from the theater, and I've done a lot of live theater, and I thrive on the fact that we all have to be there for each other. And like, I'm going down if you're going down, and we gotta like pull this all together. And so when we make it through like the roller coaster, and the show is aired live and we wrap, it's such a great sort of camaraderie that we all made it through together. And then we had to like re-wake up and do it again at midnight or something for Pacific Standard Time, way beyond my bedtime. I love so many of my moments with Tracy and Jenna as well, because I think in the beginning of the show, they were foes, and then they became these sort of vaudevillian friends. And to me, it's like classic vaudeville when the characters of Jenna and Tracy get together. And I still love it. We'll do this. We'll do a joke again. You kind of know what the joke is, but it's still funny, and it's still great to get to sort of play that classic comedy. I love Jenna. I think she's delicious in all of her wrongness. I love that they have given her the excuse of being so self-centered and so not in tune with what's really happening in the world that she could get away with almost anything in the guise of this world. I just love her. It's so fun to play someone who's so wrong most of the time. I also just love working with everybody here. We've been here the start of the 7th season, and we're all still having a blast. It's still great to come here every morning and see everybody, and we're still having fun. I mean, I just did a scene with Tracy today, and honestly, I broke up on camera at least 3 times. You can see my arms going like this. Like, the guy makes me laugh, when we're in scenes together, and it's just still a great place to come. And I have to say, that's not always the case when you work with each other for 7 years. And I actually admire everyone that is working here even more than I did when we came in. I think you get to really know people through the test of time, who they are, and creatively who they are, and personally who they are. And they're all just like wonderful, inspiring people here.